46 degrees out there. It is pretty mild when you consider where we're going later on this week. This is almost, Bahama shorts and boat drink weather at this point, because we are about to hit a major deep freeze, possibly, well, likely the coldest area of the season, right around the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. So get ready. And we're going to get into the 50s in a lot of spots. Some folks are already there. I mean, you can thank this. A strong southerly wind sustained at 16 miles per hour. We've had gusts over 20 miles per hour. And that'll be the case through the day. Look at that. It's already 50 in Louisville, low 50s in Glasgow and Bowling Green. In Lexington, cold stats. Yeah, we're set for another Arctic blast, but this one could get downright dangerous. Wednesday into Thursday, we're going to see highs in the teens. Now, that's the daytime high. Single-digit lows and then sub-zero lows, something we haven't done yet. And we're getting into that situation where you could run into potential frostbite or pipe bursting weather. If you have pipes running the exterior of your home and it's not well insulated, this time of the year you leave the tap dripping or maybe pop those drawers or those drawers and cabinets open in your bathrooms. The last time Lexington had a low below zero, at or below it, was back in January of last year. So we do it. It's just not frequent. And here you can see the big dip. We could sustain over a 40-degree drop between today's high and Wednesday's high over the next 48 hours. That's a big old crash. And then into the weekend, temperatures do bounce back in the 30s and 40s. So at least it's not long lasting, but we'll have a couple of days worth. If we look at the other side of the coin, the overnight lows, that's where it gets really nasty. 3 degrees, that's above zero Wednesday morning, but then Thursday morning we could drop to 3 below, or at least down to around zero. The record low Thursday morning is 10 below in Lexington. That was set back in the 60s. So frigid stuff. And the wind chill will play a factor as well. Look at this. By Tuesday, we've got a sub-zero wind chill in the morning. First front goes through with the snow that we'll talk about. And then you get into Wednesday morning, and look what happens is our Arctic front tracks in. That is a wind chill of anywhere from 10 to over 20 degrees below zero. Here in Kentucky, we're not talking Wisconsin. So that's some pretty cold stuff. We're tracking some rain. That'll get in here later on this evening, and then eventually it'll kick over to snow. That's where the heavy snow is. And look at this. Winter storm warning in the Great Lakes, winter storming down in the deep south. They have the same warning out for 6 to 10 inches of accumulation in the Great Lakes. They have the same warning out for 1 inch to 2.5 inches in the deep south. So widely varying amounts, but pretty much yielding the same impact. It's just all about location, you know. 1.5 inches in one place, deep south can shut it down and take 6 to 10 inches up in the Great Lakes to do the same thing. So they've got winter storm warnings out in parts of Alabama and Mississippi, and also up north. Here we have a winter weather advisory out, accumulating snow tonight. And here you can see the future track showing it kicking in. It's not going to be much of an impact here in Lexington or around the Bluegrass, but as you head east, that's where that window in the overnight hours, early morning, will kick over and give us a chance to see the possibility of maybe a few tenths of an inch here, upwards of 1 inch or 2, just as you head east of Lexington. Highest amounts, a 2 to 4 inch band, higher elevations of our eastern mountain counties. This could lead to slick roads. We'll likely have the snow tracker up and running tomorrow morning for some closings. So we'll keep you up to speed on that on sunrise tomorrow. There's where we crater temperature-wise midweek, Dia, and then hopefully bounce back closer to normal into the weekend.